Good morning. I'm just doing Stu's News number 3 for the second time now, because I was halfway through it and my phone told me it wanted to update the software, the fucking bastard, and shut the video down. So here we go. What you'll see now is the media pushing the second wave of the coronavirus, but they're not talking death anymore, they're talking cases. Now, as I've said to people, if I walk around testing everyone for a runny nose in flu season, 99% of people have it, no one would really suffer from it, and certainly not many people would die from it. So all these case numbers is pushing the testing, which they've double counted a lot of the figures anyway. Numbers have been retracted by these slimy little government fuckers all the time. So be mindful of that. When you see a beach full of hundreds of people not wearing masks, they've got their brain screwed on. They're not following the bullshit. Thank you. Right. Human trafficking awareness marches were carried out all over the globe. It wasn't just in Hollywood, as I reported before. And there were people everywhere. CNN offices all over the States, I think in London as well. Loads of, but 1 million people turned up on the streets of Berlin, marching against human trafficking, public awareness, and these deep state shit fucks in control. Right. Jacinda Ardern, New Zealand Prime Minister, is highly talked about as one of the most wonderful leaders on our planet. That is until you discover that while the COVID was going on, they quickly rushed through Parliament the most extreme abortion laws on the planet. It was 20 weeks before. Now it's right up until full term. And legally, you can decide to have an abortion at any time of that, for any reason. Like, I've changed my mind. I know it's a boy. I know it's going to be born next week, but I wanted a girl. Please abort it. Thank you. Fucking hell, that's madness. And there is no medical support to be given to aborted babies that are alive. So they're just left there to die. That's fucking sad, isn't it? What sort of person passed a law like that? We've got some dark leaders on this planet, right? She is a wolf in sheep's clothing. That fucker, I'll tell you. If you want to really look into what the news will do and the propaganda they use, have a look at the CIA operation Mockingbird. That'll certainly open your eyes. And if you want to delve a little bit deeper, look at Edward Bernays. Right, he is considered, I believe, the king of propaganda. That'll open your eyes. Better news, MSNBC, mainstream media channel, were reporting that Bill Gates has been to Epstein Island 6 times on the Lolita Express. And the reporter was actually saying, I think it's a lot more than that. So, it's good to see these mainstream news channels reporting sort of stuff like this, because they will either do a 180 flip at some stage and start telling the truth, or they're going down on a ship with all the other fucking rats. And I'll tell you something else. Bill, take my vaccine, Gates. If you come anywhere near me with it, I'm going to punch you straight in your fucking neck. I'm a lover, not a fighter. But you... Right, I watched an Edge of Wonder TV film, which you have to pay for Edge of Wonder TV because I can't share it. So all about Getty Images and how all these images online, how they were only doing like 3 or 4 clicks, and it was taking them to all these child porn sites, and it was just, this is something that needs to be fucking sorted out, because it was going into all sorts of Disney stuff as well, and it's mental what you see if you open your eyes. All these Disney movies, wonderful as they are, and your kids sit in front of them all day, they are designed to create trauma, right, in children. This is why all these fucking films have got a single parent family, like The Lion King and Bambi, and it's all like... I don't know, you need to do your homework and look into this sort of stuff. There's loads of information about it. If you look into Pinocchio, this is all about stealing little boys and taking them to Pleasure Island. Fucking ring any bells? No. Right. when we hear this figure, we are the 99% and we are against the 1%, right? Those figures are slightly out. Because what you need to do to work out how many people actually run this world, right, you would then get to a figure. They are the 99.999999%, I think, something like that. We, right, and they are the 0.00005, I think that was, 1%, right? That is the people that run this planet. And we're fucking coming for you. You fuckers. Right, what's next? Did anyone know, or did anyone donate to Black Lives Matter? Because if you do your investigation, you'll realise that all donations to BLM went through a company called Act Blue and then straight into the Democratic Biden campaign. So they didn't go to any Black Lives Matter. Joe Biden's not black, right? They went to the Democratic campaign for his presidential run. That's interesting, isn't it? Yes. Anyway, we all know Biden's not the real candidate anyway, don't we? This is why they're keeping him in his basement, because he can't speak. He's losing the plot, and they're going to bring in someone else. Right, who's it going to be? Michelle Obama, I don't know. But it's not Biden. Right. Donald Trump has built now 250 miles, I think, of the wall. They want to do 450 by the end of 2020. Now, don't look at Trump being Hitler and a racist because he wanted to build the wall. Because every president before that, in speeches, has said, we're going to build the wall. But they never did. Because they know why they didn't. Because MS-13, the deep state and the Democrats' proxy bully boy fucking army, is where they do all the human trafficking, where they bring all the drugs into the country. This is why Trump's building a wall, not just to stop illegal immigration, but to stop all the human trafficking and all the drugs coming across the border, which is funding the deep state. You know, now they've lost control of the banks and the Federal Reserve and all this sort of stuff. They only have certain ways to make money. And if you saw in March, General Milley come onto the Trump presser, he said they were going after all these fucks, right? They've now arrested 16,000 MS-13 gang members. And Trump swore that he would take every member of MS-13 down. These are evil pieces of shit, these lot. Good on you, Trump. You're doing it. Right. If you really want to watch a little film, right, of, you know, I can't prove it to be true. No, but if you want to watch two people that have government insiders and a lot of insider information talking about what's really going on, watch A Pair of Charlies with Charlie Ward and Charlie Freak. Right, that I posted on my wall yesterday. That is an eye-opener, right? That talks about Wuhan and all sorts of things. Please watch that. Right, I want to finish on a couple of things, right? A few people lately have said, right, QAnon, the far-right conspiracy theory. Now, anyone that uses those words, far-right conspiracy theory, right, has taken the mainstream media narrative. Obviously, because I know some people have looked into it and all that, but, you know, this has been going nearly 4 years now. I looked into it for 6 months and didn't really know what was going on. And a lot of stuff Q was saying wasn't happening. The days came and went. You know, this will happen on this day, and they came and went. But what we're finding now, on the 1, 2 and 3 year deltas, which is a year down the road, 2 years down the road, if you look back at those dates, they're all happening now. Right, and it's amazing. There has been Q-proof after Q-proof after Q-proof. If you look at how you use the Q clock and how people decode that, and all these people like Prayer Medic, the X22 report. If you want a really good daily news show that gives you a lot more details of everything, go and watch Dave in the X22 report. It's fucking brilliant, right? Now, basically, And with these Q proofs as well, if you look at the correlation between Q making a drop and Trump tweeting and all these hidden secret messages in there, it's astounding. It's amazing. Anyway, in a nutshell, QAnon targets paedophiles, sex traffickers and Satanists. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram and the MSN target QAnon. Is it making sense yet? Question mark. All we want to do in this QAnon movement is share love and peace and bringing together all of humanity and bring these fuckers to justice. That is it. And I want to leave you with one point. Right. Before I bid you all, have a wonderful, wonderful day. Love and light. Love you all. The media was more upset when President Trump was given 2 scoops of ice cream than when Bill Clinton was confirmed to be on the island of the world's most notorious paedophile. Let that sink in.